Welcome back to Pet Chronicles. Quick question. Does your cat think you're a giant can opener, a weird hairless roommate, or just a walking, talking pillow? Ever been woken up at 3 a.m. by a furry alarm clock demanding breakfast? Or caught your cat staring at you like you just failed a secret feline test? Today, we're diving into the wildest cat mystery of all. What does your cat really think of you? Stick around, because the answer will blow your mind. That's right, we are tackling the big one. The Mount Everest of cat questions. The one that has kept philosophers debating, scientists hypothesizing, and every single one of us cat people staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning, utterly bewildered. You know exactly the moment I'm talking about. It's that sacred silent hour before dawn. You're deep in dreamland, peacefully asleep, when suddenly you feel it. It's not a sound, not a touch, just a presence, a psychic weight, a pair of eyes burning into your very soul from the shadows of your bedroom. You try to ignore it, but it persists. Finally, you crack open one eye, and there she is, your sweet little furball Princess Fluffybutt, perched like a gargoyle on your dresser, staring with an intensity that could melt steel. Your brain races. Is the house on fire? Is there a ghost? Then she lets out a tiny, demanding mew, and you know the truth. Oh, the food bowl is only half full. So what is going through that tiny, brilliant, and slightly chaotic brain? What narrative is playing out behind those captivating eyes? Does she see you as her protector, her friend? Or are you just a weird bipedal creature who provides warmth, operates the can opener, and forgets to clean the litter box? Are we their parents, their children, or just their staff? I mean, think about our side of the relationship. We spend our days and our income catering to their every whim. We buy them gourmet food they loved yesterday but find offensive today. We purchase elaborate cat condos only for them to choose the cardboard box it came in. We speak to them in that bizarre, high-pitched baby voice, a language reserved exclusively for them. Let's face it, we are their loyal servants, their personal chefs, their professional masseuses, and their dedicated round-the-clock poop scoopers. We are the keepers of the sacred sunbeams, ensuring their favorite napping spot is always available. And in return, we are graced with their majestic presence. We get an occasional soul-rumbling purr. We receive the high honor of a slow blink from across the room. And we get to watch them nap in 1,000 impossible positions for 18 hours straight. It's the best deal we've ever made. But it still begs the question, what do they really think of us? When they look at you with those big, beautiful, unblinking eyes, what do they actually see? Is it adoration? Is it tolerance? Or are they just calculating the optimal trajectory to jump onto your keyboard during an important video call? It's a question that has baffled humanity for centuries. Science has given us clues, decoding their meows and tail flicks. They tell us the slow blink is a kitty kiss. But that doesn't explain the midnight zoomies or the sudden attack on your feet under the blanket. It's a puzzle wrapped in an enigma covered in fur. So today, we are going on a quest for the truth. We're putting on our detective hats and stepping into their paws to see the world from their perspective. We'll explore the leading theories. Are we just big, clumsy, hairless cats they feel they need to take care of? Are we a parent figure, a source of comfort and food, or something else entirely? Are you ready to have your mind blown and look at your feline overlord in a new light? Because I promise you, by the end of this, you will never see that relationship in the same way again. It's going to be a wild ride, filled with laughter, awes, and some truly shocking revelations. So go on, grab your cat, if they'll allow it. If not, just give them an appreciative nod, settle into your favorite chair, the one they've so graciously let you borrow. Get ready to finally decode what's going on behind those mesmerizing eyes. This isn't just another cute cat video. This is the ultimate deep dive, the Rosetta Stone for understanding what your cat really thinks of you. From their point of view, are we gods among mortals? Or are we just conveniently warm furniture that dispenses food? The answer is probably somewhere in between, and it's fascinating. So, are you with me? Let's find out together. The truth is out there, my friends, and I can almost guarantee it's covered in a fine, shimmering layer of cat hair. Let's get into it. Have you ever looked into your cat's eyes and wondered what's really going on in there? Behind that serene, slightly judgmental gaze lies a complex world of feline perception. We feed them, we shelter them, we give them a warm lap to sleep on. But what do they actually of us? Let's start with a theory that's as heartwarming as it is hilarious. What if your cat doesn't see you as a different species at all? This idea, proposed by cat behaviorists like Dr. John Bradshaw, suggests that cats simply don't have a mental category for human. They have a category for cat and a category for non-cat prey. Since you're clearly not prey, you must fall into the only other box they have. What if, in their magnificent little minds, you are just a giant, hairless, unbelievably clumsy cat? Let's break down the evidence. First, there's grooming. In the feline world, mutual grooming or allogrooming is a massive sign of social bonding and trust. When you pet your cat, they likely interpret it as a form of grooming. Your hand is just a big, clumsy, less sandpapery version of a mother's tongue. They might even try to return the favor, giving you a few licks with their spiky tongue, a gesture that says, "You missed a spot, you giant, helpless kitten." Then there's the language barrier. Or is it? Here's a fascinating fact. Adult cats almost never meow at each other. They use hisses, growls, and complex body language to communicate with their own kind. The meow is a behavior they retain from kittenhood, a sound designed specifically to get a mother's attention. They've learned that this specific noise is the most effective way to communicate their needs to their big, weird, bipedal parent. They are literally talking to you like you're their mom. This theory has some serious scientific backing. Unlike dogs, who clearly recognize our otherness and alter their behavior, cats don't seem to change the script. The way they greet you, rubbing against your legs and giving you that headbutt, technically called bunting, is how they share their scent and mark you as part of their trusted inner circle. That slow blink they give you? It's a sign of trust and affection they share with fellow felines, often called a cat kiss. And when they knead your lap with their paws, they're performing a behavior they learned as kittens to stimulate milk flow from their mother. For them, you are the ultimate source of comfort and security, a giant, walking, talking pillow. They are treating you as one of their own, a very tall, strange-smelling, oddly shaped one. Consider the evidence. When your cat brings you a gift, that lovingly presented dead mouse, or more likely that slightly slobbery toy, what are they doing? Many experts believe they are trying to teach you how to hunt. They see you as a member of their family who is just terrible at catching your own food. It's a step-by-step process they'd use with their own kittens. First a dead animal, then a nearly dead one. All in the hopes that you'll eventually learn to provide for yourself. They look at you, with your lack of claws, your dull teeth, and your pathetic pouncing skills, and think, this poor giant kitten will starve without my help. It's an act of compassionate, if slightly condescending, feline love. So next time you trip over the rug, struggle to open a jar, or sneeze a little too loudly, and you see your cat watching you with that familiar, unblinking stare, don't take it personally. They are not judging you as a human. They are judging you as a cat. And frankly, you're failing every single agility and stealth test. You are a disgrace to the species, but your disgrace. But this heartwarming theory has a dark, cynical twin. A theory that every cat owner has considered in their darkest, most food-deprived moments, probably around 5 a.m. Let's put aside the idea of being a clumsy feline parent and explore another, slightly more humbling possibility. What if all that affection, all that purring, all that leg rubbing isn't a sign of familial love? What if it's all just business? What if your cat sees you as nothing more than a walking, talking, living, breathing can opener? What if, to your beloved pet, you are not a parent, not a friend, but simply staff, an elaborate, two-legged, self-operating machine whose sole purpose on this planet is to deliver food on command? A glorified, warm-blooded vending machine. The evidence for this theory is compelling, and it usually starts around dinner time. The aloof creature who has treated you like a piece of furniture all day suddenly materializes the second the clock strikes 5. This isn't just a feeling, it's a finely tuned performance. But this isn't just any purr. Researchers at the University of Sussex identified a specific solicitation purr that cats use when they want food. It embeds a high-frequency cry, almost like a human baby's, into their normal low purr. It's a sound scientifically engineered to be irresistible and create a sense of urgency. They are masters of psychological manipulation, and they have trained us well. Suddenly, the creature who has ignored you all day becomes your best friend, winding around your ankles, purring like a motor. This is a masterclass in operant conditioning. The cat performs an action, the leg rub, the cute meow, the soulful stare, and we provide the reward, food. The question is, who is really training whom? And then there's the morning ritual. The sun doesn't wake you up. Your alarm clock is merely a suggestion. What truly rouses you from your slumber is the feline emergency food alarm. It might start with a gentle paw pat on the cheek. If that fails, it escalates. A single unsheathed claw might make a guest appearance. They might walk across your face, sit on your chest, or begin systematically knocking every single item off your nightstand. And if all else fails, there's the final resort, a tiny furry face, inches from your own, screaming directly into your eyeball. The message is clear. The food dispenser is malfunctioning. Please reboot. From this perspective, your entire existence is just a series of obstacles between them and the glorious sound of kibble hitting a bowl. But let's not be too harsh. Perhaps it's not just about being a can opener. It's about being the provider of all good things. You are the keeper of the food, yes, but you are also the warmest spot in the house, the operator of the magical red dot, and the opener of doors to the sunny spot on the rug. In a way, being the primary resource provider is a position of great honor. So next time your cat lovingly headbutts you and then immediately sprints towards their empty food dish, don't feel used. Feel essential. You are the keeper of the cans, the master of the kibble, the most glorious, multifunctional, and easily trained appliance in the entire house. So are we giant cats or walking can openers? The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. To truly understand how cats see us, we need to look at how they see the world. First, let's talk about vision. Cats are crepuscular, most active at dawn and dusk. Their eyes are built for low light, with a special reflective layer that gives them night vision 6 to 8 times better than ours. But there's a trade-off. They are more nearsighted. When they look at you from across the room, they don't see fine facial details. They see your general shape, your posture, and how you move. Color perception is also different. They primarily see shades of blue and yellow. Reds and greens appear as muted grays. That bright red sweater you love? They aren't appreciating your fashion choices. They focus on movement. Putting it all together, your cat sees a composite built from multiple senses. And the most important sense for identification? Smell. A cat's sense of smell is their primary tool for identification. You have a unique scent signature that screams, "My person." That scent means safety, companionship, home. It's why they love sleeping on your dirty laundry. Their sense of touch is a superpower thanks to their whiskers. They are incredibly complex tactile sensors. A gentle, predictable stroke is reassuring, and their hearing is like a pair of high-tech satellite dishes. They can hear far into the ultrasonic range, a whole symphony of sounds that are completely silent to us. They are masters at interpreting your tone. Studies show they are particularly responsive to that high-pitched, sing-song voice we use, which likely signals you as a friendly, non-threatening presence. So, you are a giant, blurry, nice-smelling, warm-sounding creature that they have chosen to call family. And honestly, is there any higher compliment than that? Let's talk about a classic cat antic, a move so audacious it deserves its own name, the trip hazard tango. Make no mistake, this is not an accident. It is a carefully choreographed dance of domination and affection. When your cat weaves through your legs like a furry slalom cone, they're not just trying to send you flying. They are actively marking you with scent glands on their cheeks and forehead, reclaiming you as part of their territory. It's a possessive, powerful statement that says, "This giant, clumsy creature is mine." So, while you're recovering from the near-death experience, remember to take it as a compliment. A very, very dangerous compliment. And what about the presentation of a gift? Whether it's a soggy toy, a captured spider, or something far more gruesome, this is not a threat. We see it as disgusting, but from your cat's point of view, it's an act of profound love and care. They are acting on a primal instinct to provide for their family. In their eyes, you are a big, lovable, but ultimately incompetent kitten who needs lessons in hunting. They're thinking, "You clearly can't fend for yourself, so I brought you this." The correct response? praise them for their hunting prowess, then quietly dispose of the offering when they're not looking. You've just passed a crucial parenting test. The zoomy zone, that moment when your cat transforms from a sleepy loaf of bread into a furry missile of chaos. This bizarre ritual is a way to release pent-up energy. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. Our 9-to-5 lifestyle doesn't always mesh with their internal clock. So, those 3 a.m. zoomies, the ones that sound like a herd of tiny elephants upstairs? That's your cat's inner panther answering the call of the wild, even if the wild is just your living room rug. A good play session before bed can help channel that hunter's energy, ensuring their wild hunt happens at a more sociable hour. And now, for the most misunderstood invitation in the animal kingdom, the exposed belly. This is a sign of immense trust. Your cat is willingly showing you their most vulnerable area, where all their vital organs are protected by little more than fluff. But here's the twist. It is almost never an invitation for a belly rub. When your hand goes in and the trap springs, all 4 paws and a gentle bite, they aren't betraying you. They are instinctively protecting themselves. Think of it as a pop quiz in feline body language. They're asking, I trust you enough to show you this, but do you understand me enough not to touch it? Pass the test by opting for a chin scratch, and you solidify the bond. This next behavior, known as making biscuits, originates in the earliest days of kittenhood. Kneading a mother's belly stimulates milk flow, so the action is deeply linked to feelings of safety, comfort, and nourishment. When your cat kneads on you, often with a dreamy look and a rumbling purr, they are regressing to that state of pure bliss. They are also marking you with the scent glands in their paws. It's a blissful, if occasionally painful massage that bestows upon you the highest honor, the role of their big, weird human mother figure. You are their ultimate comfort zone. And the bathroom guardian? Why does a closed door, specifically the bathroom door, turn your cat into a furry protester? For a cat, a closed door is an unacceptable barrier that separates the colony. They need to know where all their family members are to feel secure. Furthermore, they perceive you as being in a vulnerable situation. That frantic pawing under the door isn't just impatience. It's your self-appointed bodyguard trying to get to you. They aren't being a pest. They're fulfilling a misguided but incredibly noble sense of duty to protect their leader. But what about when they seem to be ignoring you? In the sophisticated world of feline etiquette, a cat that turns its back on you is actually showing immense trust. In the wild, you would never expose your back to a potential threat. By doing so, they are saying, I am so comfortable with you, I know you won't attack me. And the ultimate secret language? The slow blink. A direct stare is a challenge, but a slow blink is a sign of non-aggression and affection. It's a cat kiss. Try it. If your cat slow blinks back, you've just had a profound conversation that says, I see you, I trust you, all is well. Finally, have you ever noticed how a cat often chooses a favorite person? It's not always about who fills the food bowl. More often, they are drawn to the person with the calmest energy, the quietest voice, the one who best understands their boundaries. Being a cat's person means you have passed all their little tests. You've become their ultimate source of security and comfort. You are their safe harbor, their walking, talking security blanket. Each of these strange antics is a word in their language, and when you learn to understand it, you unlock one of the most rewarding bonds imaginable. So here we are. After all that, what does your cat really think of you? Giant, clumsy cat? Walking can opener? The verdict is all of the above and so much more. In their minds, you are their giant, clumsy cat parent. You are their living, breathing can opener. You are their self-heating furniture. But deeper still, you are their safe space, the anchor in their sensory world, the steady rock in their lives. They see your flaws and love you anyway. They've wrapped their world around you, and that should make you feel like the luckiest person on earth. Our journey started with what our cats think of us, but maybe the real question is what they teach us about ourselves. They teach us patience, respect, and how to love without ego. But every cat is an individual. Every single one has their own quirks and their own special way of seeing you. So now, I'm turning the camera around. I want you to look at your own cat right now. What role do you play in your cat's life? Are you the clumsy cat parent, the head chef, or the royal court jester? What is the one weird thing your cat does to communicate with you? I want you to go down to the comments section right now and finish this sentence for me. I know my cat thinks I'm a blank because they always blank. Let's fill the comments with the hilarious, heartwarming, and utterly weird truths about our relationships with our cats. Thank you for joining me. Keep loving those cats. Keep respecting their weirdness, and never ever stop trying to see the world through their amazing eyes. Until next time.